शामिल कर लेते हैं। पॉलिसी बाजार की पेरेंट कंपनी पीबी फिनटेक का आईपीओ आज से खुल चुका है और ये आगे के लिए क्या योजनाएं हैं कंपनी की, ये भी हमने समझने की कोशिश की और ये जानने के लिए मेरी सहयोगी नयनतारा राय ने बात की कंपनी के चेयरमैन और सीईओ यशीश दहिया और कंपनी के सीएफओ आलोक बंसल से। आइए सुन लेते हैं।
So we had a plan to sell more shares, and that was mentioned in the DRHP. But when we got to the RHP stage, we decided we had no immediate liquidity reason. Of course, we have to pay some taxes in December, so we will need to sell at some point in the future. But we decided we had no immediate need, and there was no urgency to sell. Plus, we feel, we would be better off holding on. And so we decided to sell only about maybe 10 to 15% of what we had originally planned. And those differences are mentioned in the DRHP and RHP. So we are combined, I think we are selling about 300 and something crores less than what we had originally planned.
Alok, what does that mean for the markets? What does that mean for the retail investors? What is the messaging that's going out? You're selling fewer shares. You believe more in your company, or was it a case of just being in demand and therefore the promoters said, okay, we can exit our shares at another time?
I don't think we should read too much into this, Nayantara, to be honest. We have not intended this to be any sort of signal. Yes, we are seeing good demand, but that depends on lots and lots of factors. We are very confident of the future potential of our business and the opportunity we're sitting on right now. It's a large addressable market, lots and lots of stuff to be done. I think earlier also when we were selling a small part of our total stake, and now we reduce it further, that's all. But I don't think we need to read too much into it. We were confident earlier, we are super confident right now as well.
No, Nayantara, and what you need to understand is we are first-time entrepreneurs. We are not seasoned businessmen who understand all these signals and all very well. And I think the very simple thing is there is a 43% tax that needs to be paid on ESOPs. And we have a huge amount of ESOPs coming due in December. So at some point we will need to sell. But it is just we felt this was not the right time. We feel, that would be later. And I don't think it had anything to do with us trying to give a signal to the market or anything of that sort.
Okay. Now, there have been certain brokerage reports that have come out, Yashish, which talk about your valuation. That at 44,000 crore rupees, is it stretched? They're talking about looking at your PE, doing a forward sales figure, saying it's 40 times. How do you react to that? That if the valuations are indeed frothy or not?
Oh, we don't react to any such thing. Very simply, when the anchor demand was coming in, remember we spoke to more than 100 investors. We spoke to all our bankers, and we believe we put out our price at the lower end of the spectrum at which we could have done the IPO. Of course, anybody else can believe anything they feel like, but in our view, of all the things that were put out there, we put it, and in fact, I have got the same messages from a lot of people in our anchor book that thank you, you guys put it out at, you left enough for us is what the words were by people. But see, again, I don't want to signal anything into the market. I think multiples, etc. in our business are not so easy to use in our kind of businesses, not just us. All these businesses that are coming to IPO right now, I think it's very difficult to just use the same multiples that you have been used to in the past, simply because these companies will be very different 10 years from now than they are today. If you look at our size 10 years ago and you look at our size today, they are incomparable.
ओके तो ये थे पीबी फिनटेक के मैनेजमेंट हमारे साथ एक्सक्लूसिव बातचीत करते हुए। तो चलिए फिलहाल कॉर्पोरेट कनेक्शन में मेरे साथ इतना ही। मुझे दीजिए इजाज़त। नमस्कार।